part of what we're doing, of course, is the touching on the work on unconscious bias. But personally, I think in itself, the term unconscious bias puts people off. So one of the things that we are trying to do with the filming is to show a little bit more about how we've all got unconscious bias. It's all part of who we are, and therefore we need to learn to recognise that and do something about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, in itself, that's a sort of internal nudge, isn't it? If you recognise that you've got, that everybody has bias, and that this isn't about a judgment about you or what you do, and if you've got, particularly in board circumstances, if you've got the environment where you can openly talk about that, then that knowing that you potentially could have an unconscious bias is a nudge for yourself to just engage your reflective part of your brain to think about the impact that might be having. And you gave me an example earlier on about the guy on the train who saw somebody in a hoodie, and instantly his unconscious bias went to all sorts of possible scenarios that weren't very positive about that person. But they stopped themselves and said, hang on a minute, this is just me, my unconscious bias transferring onto a situation which probably is nothing like that at all. So again, it goes back to nudges really, doesn't it? It's an internal nudge that helps you just stop and think and not leap to a conclusion which then has consequences which perhaps are not the right consequences or the right conclusion.
True.
Yeah.